Hey everyone, it's Dan and I'm here today talking about cleansing. Now, what is cleansing? Stay tuned to find out more. This is a kind word from Dan, your beauty therapist. We haven't done an intro yet, so you just get my pretty face giving an explanation. Stay tuned to find out more. It's exciting, you'll love it, I'm sure, and I'm sure that you'll learn tons. So keep watching till the end. Make sure you love it and you subscribe because I want to make more videos and I want to make sure that you can see them. Yes. Love it. See you later. I thought I would start off by talking about cleansing because cleansing is the first step in every skincare routine. You should be doing it every single day. But what does cleansing actually do? Well, you want to cleanse your skin because it helps to remove dirt, grime, makeup, debris. It removes the grime from the day or night so that you can just have that fabulous glowing skin. So let's talk about one of the main ingredients in a cleanser, and that ingredient is called a surfactant. So let's have a bit of a discussion. I've got up a definition of what a surfactant is here, and it says surfactants are compounds that lower the surface tension or interfacial tension between two liquids, plus also a few other things depending on the usage. Surfactants may act as detergents, wetting agents, emulsifiers, foaming agents, or dispersants. Truly a triple threat of the ingredient world. So let's talk about a surfactant used in everyday life. Let's talk about dishwashing soap. And I know some of you people out there are using dishwashing soap as a cleanser. You need to stop. You need to find Jesus. Your skin is going to be so sad. Can't even deal. I'm sad for your skin, so stop. Dishwashing soap uses surfactants to break down that grime and grease on your plates, not your face. Without using a surfactant or using dishwashing soap on your plates, you would be left with this oily film on your plates. So your dishes would effectively be dirty. Not fabulous. And let's put into context of skincare. You cleanse your skin to remove that dirt, that grime, that makeup, that debris, the yuckiness, the day, yeah? For instance, if you use a plate again and again and again and put food on it, washed it with water, food again, wash it, it's not actually clean. What's gonna happen? You're probably gonna make yourself sick. You're gonna get this buildup. Same thing happens with your skin. Your skin can no longer function appropriately. You get a buildup of product if you're using a moisturizer or serums or eye creams. You get this buildup. You might be more inclined to get breakouts, clogged follicles and pores. And overall, it's just not great, honest. Like, wash your face, please. Let's talk about the different types of cleansers that are out there. The different types of cleansers are really dependent on your skin type as to what you will use. So, for instance, I'm a combination skin, so I've got an oil flow through my center and then normal around the outside. A little bit less oil flow, a balanced oil flow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use probably something more like a gel cleanser or even a clay cleanser through the center of my face if I'm getting particularly oily moving into summer. That's to say, if you are a little bit drier, you might actually use something like a cream cleanser. But then also as well, you might even disregard some of your skin types and then go into more of a skin condition. If you're sensitive, you might use more of a milk cleanser. So it can be quite confusing, but that's why you have beauty therapists like myself who are trained in skin and product to actually prescribe the correct product for your skin type and skin concern, because not every cleansing gel is actually made for oily skins. It might be made for more of a sensitive skin, and that's where your knowledge of ingredients come into play. You might have heard that beauty therapists and skincare professionals despise even, cleansing wipes. Now, let's hear my thoughts. I think it's a little bit controversial, especially for a beauty therapist. I don't hate makeup wipes, but there's always a but. I do believe anything that should be cleansing your skin should be washed off afterwards. Now, why do I say this? Once again, it comes back to something or an ingredient called surfactants. Now, surfactants break down oil, and it allows for that cleaner sensation, that removal of oils from your skin. So if that's left on your skin overnight or in the morning, I personally believe that it can sometimes cause a little bit more harm than good. But also, in saying that as well, there's tons of products out there in the world, and not all products are made equally, and you shouldn't always believe the claims made in advertisements because they can be a little bit far-fetched, to be honest. So in saying that, follow your instinct. If it's a cleanser and it's breaking down debris, why are you going to leave residue of that on your skin? Think about that. Not gonna lie, you know that makes sense, doesn't it? So I disagree when it's used and then left on the skin. Also, the cheaper ones tend to be filled with a lot of fragrance. Some of them can be filled with alcohol as well, denatured alcohol, which isn't fabulous for the skin, so keep away from those ones. But if it's a gentler, low in fragrance, all the ingredients look really lovely and really nice, then I say use it, but always wash off the residue, or follow up with a toner to actually wipe off that residue. I would be happy with that. I'm not gonna lie, I will sometimes use a makeup wipe.
Why are you giving away all my secrets?
And it is generally when I cannot be bothered washing my face. When I say this is generally once I've been out, I've had a big event, I get home super late, I've got some makeup on my skin, and I know that I do not want to sleep in that makeup. So I will use a makeup wipe, which is so much easier than hopping in the shower.
Why are you so nasty?
So even I will use a makeup wipe, but I do not use it every day. It's once in a blue moon, maybe like once every 4 months. And that's because I believe that makeup wipes are better to be used on the skin than it is to sleep in makeup.
Okay, I'll allow it.
What's your poison? What's your evil? The greater of two evils, I suppose you could say. I believe that sleeping in makeup really does age you because it contains things like oxybismuth chloride, which when looked at under a microscope, almost looks like little shards of glass, which dig in your skin and can irritate your skin, but gives this fabulous luminosity. So that's why it's used in skincare products. So that's why I think using a cleansing wipe, especially if you're going to sleep in makeup, use a makeup wipe, have it in your nightstand, have a moisturizer or a mask next to your bed, a hydrating mask that you can sleep in. That's what I do. And it stays there for whenever I'm super lazy and I could not be bothered.
But do not, and I repeat, do not use it as your main cleanser every single day and every single night. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just can't. If you do, no.
Okay, so let's talk about when you would cleanse. I personally like cleansing both morning and night. Now, if you can only manage to do once a day, that's fine. Get it in there somewhere. If I was to only cleanse once a day, I would personally do it of a night time. And I will probably make a video on why I would do it of a night time in depth in another video. But the main reason is because your skin goes through a repair process of a night time when you sleep, and you don't want gunk and debris on your skin when it's trying to repair itself. Now, if you're cleansing just of a night time, or when you're cleansing of a night time, I would always do something called a double cleanse. Now, double cleansing is where you cleanse once, really remove all that dirt and debris, remove it, and then go in with a second cleanse. It pretty much describes itself in the title. You're doing two cleanses, a double cleanse. The first cleanse will help to really break down all that dirt and grime and debris and makeup and gunk and ugh, you know? And the second cleanse will actually help to treat the skin, clear the follicles and the pores, so your skin's fabulously clean, so that you can then go on with all of your aftercare products. And also, let's talk about the length of cleansing time. You ain't just gonna zhuzh it and then wash it down. No, you need to be there for a good at least 30 seconds, massaging the product, getting it all slippery, just around your skin, lifting up all that dirt and debris. It's real nice. Just spend that time just giving back to your skin, giving back while taking away. Because if you just slap it on and slap it off, it's just sad. It's not going to do its job. All those fabulous ingredients, especially if you have a fabulous one, aren't going to penetrate into the skin. All those yummy peptides, plant stem cells, botanicals. What's going on out there? I think I've got some bird visitors. Okay, I hear you. Now, be aware that if you're using a cleanser and after you use it, that you feel tight and stripped and you feel pulled back, that is a no-go. Do not be using that cleanser. It's not for you. Use it on your body. Also, if you are getting super red and irritated after you cleanse, there's probably a really strong surfactant in your cleanser. You probably shouldn't be using it. You should probably use something a little bit less harsh. Listen to your skin, okay? It's trying to tell you, it's screaming, it's saying, hey, I'm irritated. You need to just stop. You better stop before you go and ruin my or your epidermis. Oh, you better stop.
Ooh, he talented. Ooh, Lord.
So what is happening when that occurs is actually called stripping. So you are stripping all of the oil, absolutely every single ounce of oil from your skin. And although over the years, people have claimed that oil or having an oily skin is really bad, you still need some form of oil on your skin to help create this protective barrier. If you're feeling stripped and dry and taut and tight, after you cleanse, it's too lifting, too cleansing, and you shouldn't be using it on your face. Because it's removing every single ounce of oil, what might also be happening is it might also make your skin produce more oil.
See, you'd be trying to get rid of it, but then it comes back, and it comes back, and it comes back. No, stop. Stop.
This occurs because your skin is a sensory organ. It's also an immune organ. So what happens is it senses that there's no protective barrier. You're losing a lot of moisture from your skin because you haven't got a protective layer of that oil. And then what happens is your skin says, "Ooh, we're losing all this water." The loss of water is actually called transepidermal water loss. I might do another video about that sometime as well. But what happens is when you have this excessive transepidermal water loss, your skin says, "Oh my goodness, we're dry. We need to cover back up," and it starts producing more oil. And if you continue to strip your skin and strip your skin and strip your skin's going to produce more oil, more oil, more oil. And this tends to happen in oilier skin types because oilier skins hate oil or the feeling of oil. They want to just remove every ounce of that grime, that sebum from their skin. And so therefore they strip it and they make it worse.
Your sebaceous glands literally go like, "Aha, gotcha."
You heard it here. Don't over cleanse your skin. So in saying that, there is a fine line between cleansing and over cleansing, and that's where a skincare professional comes in that is qualified to guide you on the appropriate cleansing type for your skin type or concern. And there's tons out on the market. So saying that I've said that, let's talk about your drugstore versus your let's say higher end, your treatment prescribed from your beauty therapist who actually knows skin and can actually prescribe you the right cleanser, and the difference between the two, because let me tell you, they're not the same. All cleansers are not made equal. Some are filled with some really harsh surfactants, and you do need surfactants in cleansers because without a surfactant, it's not actually going to lift up some of that dirt and debris that's trapped on your skin or within your pores. So it can be quite challenging to find an appropriate cleanser for your skin type, especially if you have no idea. At the end of the day, I want you to use the best product for your skin, and that also includes what you can afford. If you have a really expensive cleanser, but you can't afford a moisturizer or to actually keep it up long term, then what's the point in using that cleanser to begin with? Everything needs to be sustainable for yourself so that you can actually get the best out of your skin, because if you aren't following it up every single day, your skin's an organ. It produces oils, you produce sweat, you get dead skin cell buildup. If you don't continually look after your skin, it's going to revert. So it's really important that you look after your skin every single day, and that's why if you need to use a drugstore cleanser, well then that's what you use. If you can't afford a really high-end cleanser, that's fine. But you will probably get more benefit from a beauty therapist prescribed cleanser, and here's why. So, what I have found in my years of being a qualified beauty therapist is that sometimes the more that you pay for a product, the more multitasking the cleanser will be.
And in all seriousness, I want to differentiate. I can't say that word. The beauty therapist prescribed someone who has been trained in skincare and skin health and provides you facials with proper quality professional grade peels and products, compared to someone that might have a really expensive cleanser, but it might be a tiered marketing scheme, or it might be a counter like in your Myers and David Jones, where the person selling you the product actually hasn't had any long-term skin health training. They've been trained in sales Hello people. So you want to go and spend the money on a product that you'll purchase from someone that actually has your skin's best interest in mind. Because I know as a beauty therapist myself, if I have a client come in and they haven't had amazing results with their skin, I feel so bad for them and so horrible, and I want to make sure everything's right. If you get a salesperson, they probably won't care. Just putting it out there. So if you're going to spend money, and you can spend a lot of money on drugstore products and also in David Jones and Myers, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be amazing. Make sure you go somewhere that's actually being trained in skin. Okay, back to it.
So what do I mean by that? So you can get a cleanser from a drugstore that might say on it, deeply cleansing, or feels squeaky clean, and that's telling me that's more of like your surface, just removing all that dirt, grime, makeup. When you move over to more of your targeted solutions from a beauty therapist, you will actually find generally that the cleanser will be more diverse in what it can do. So for instance, I stock a fabulous cleanser, quite a few cleansers, that can also, once you cleanse your skin once, go on with your second cleanse, and then the second cleanse can actually be used and left on for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the product and manufacturer's instructions, as a mask. So I'm specifically thinking about a clay cream cleanser that I stock. It is this beautiful consistency. It contains tea tree, it contains honey, it also contains salicylic acid and fabulous clarifying peptides. Now, doesn't that sound like a mask? Well, it kind of is, and the manufacturer says it can be a cleanser, which it is actually a cleanser, but you can also use it as a mask. Same as well with, you can get more exfoliating cleansers, which are fabulous. You can get calming cleansers that you can leave on like a mask as well. In saying that though, not every skin can use a cleanser as a mask because it contains something called surfactants, and those surfactants will break down oils, and if you're, say, really sensitive or you have an impaired barrier, you might not want to use a cleanser for 10 minutes because it's going to really break down that oil.
So you can kind of see what I'm getting at. Multi-use products, you get more, it's one product, but it's more beneficial. You get more uses out of it. Whereas your drugstore, you might only just literally will be a cleanser. And then you might need to get a mask as well. And then you might also need to get an exfoliant, and you know, the list goes on and on and on. But that was kind of a crash course in cleansers from myself, Dan. I am a qualified beauty therapist. And also a registered nurse as well. So hopefully you've learned something from me today. Hopefully this video wasn't too much of a jumbled mess. This was my first time. I'm sure it will keep getting better and better and better as the weeks go on. I'm going to try to upload every Sunday, a bit of a self-care Sunday, so that you guys can learn more about skin health and beauty from someone who is actually qualified. So love it so much. Hope you all learnt something. I'll see you all next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also share. Oh, I would love you so much if you shared. Go on. You know you want to. I know you ain't doing anything else. Okay, guys. See you next time. Bye.